join me and the Digitize SA team as we discuss business funding, getting your books in order. There is no company that can actually grow without funding. So we are going to try and help you grow your business with showing you a few tricks on how to get funding. But before you do that, I want you to prepare in advance so that when you come for the session, you already have a couple of questions for us. So the first question I want you to be able to answer is the question that you are going to actually ask yourself. And these are the questions that you're going to ask yourself before you actually think about funding. First question is, when will I need additional capital? And capital in this instance, we're talking about funding. So capital and funding, will use it interchangeable, okay? The second question will be, what type of capital do I need? The third question will be, why am I asking for the stated amount? And how do I plan to repay these funds? Okay. The next question will be, which type of investment will help me reach my goals? The next question, question number 5, will be, how will I spend the capital raised? The sixth question will be, how much interest am I prepared to pay on the capital requested? The seventh question is, what is my end goal game? Okay, and then the last question that you're going to ask yourself is now really the right time to raise funds? So these are the questions that I want you to go and ask yourself so that you know that, are you really looking at the proper way of asking for funding? And is the funding that you require really necessary for your business? And where are you actually taking your business? And the next questions that I'm going to actually read to you are the questions that the funders are actually going to be asking you. And those are, they're going to want to know your team. Do you have a team? They are going to need you to give them some form of a list of the people and the skill set that are in your business. The description of your product and your services. They are going to need an indication of whether the size of the needs you are catering for is sufficient to provide adequate returns. Remember, funders are interested in returns for their investments. Okay, so if ever you need funding, they need to know that, are you able to give them returns? The next question they are going to need is, they are going to need a detailed plan, a detailed business plan, showing how you and your team are going to actually grab the market and actually make a killing out of it. That's what they want to see. They want to see that the money that they're going to give you, you are actually going to win. Okay, so you have to show them in this plan that you are planning to win, and they will be able to get the confidence to actually give you the money. The next question that they're going to be looking at, they want a clear idea of your customers. Who are they? What and where are they found? So you need to know your customers. There's no way that they're going to be giving you money when you don't know who your customers are, where are your customers, and how big is your market share. So they're going to be looking at that. And then they're going to want to find out, what type of funding are you looking for? And they are going to also look at whether you are compliant with all the laws and the regulations, because there's nobody who is prepared to fund somebody who's going to be non-compliant and as a result might be in the process of losing their business. So compliance is also going to be one of the most key indicators of whether are you able to get funding or not. Okay, and the next one they're going to be looking at, they're going to find out, are you going to be creating any employment? Because remember, most funders want to know that, are you contributing to the economy of the country? So that's another thing they're going to be looking at. Or are you just funding for yourself? So you need to also, they're going to also look, the last thing that they're also going to look at is, where are you situated? Are you in a rural area or a township? Because in the day-to-day, we are actually trying to grow township economy and rural economy. So if you are situated in those areas, you are in a much better position to actually get funding, because those are actually growing markets. So if you can grow those markets, then it's a good thing. The next thing that we're going to be actually looking at is the documents that they're going to need. So we're going to look at the documents that will be required. Company registration documents, your bank statements, annual financial statements. And most companies, especially small businesses, normally do not prepare annual financial statements. And I always say, remember, you need to get your books in order. This is where we're going to show you how to get your books in order and the purpose why you need to get your books in order. Because the companies and funders need to know that you have the right assets in your business. They need to see your cash flow. They need to see how much are you generating on an annual basis, on a monthly basis. So they're going to need your management reports, monthly management reports that show that on a monthly basis, how much are you generating. They are going to need your balance sheet to see that you've got assets, to see whether you've got liabilities, and to see whether do you have enough assets to cover your liabilities. And they're going to look at your cash flow management. Do you manage your cash flow well? How do you spend your money? Do you spend it mostly on operations? Do you spend it on investments? Do you spend it on financing your business? Where do you spend your money? But in most cases, you find that people cannot prove this part because people cannot prove that they even have businesses. So it's very important that before you come and attend our session on the 24th of November, you also do your homework and your research, and you start looking at all the different areas that I've already pointed. But we will still give you more pointers on the 24th. And we thank you so much for joining us on the 24th.